Misinya apa ini?
We once thought the Fortress of Meripede would be super scary, but look, you've got a set schedule, guaranteed food and board, and you can even buy all kinds of stuff with credit coupons. It's really no surprise that many... Oh, you mean Wriothesley? He's deaf. Well, he does look kind of intimidating. He's actually pretty easy to talk to once you've had a... Paimon wonders how he's like with the people here. Yeah, he must be doing something right to maintain order here. What?
Excuse me, did I hear someone there?
Huh?
The British.
Excuse me, is someone passing by? Could...
Nope, Paimon wasn't dreaming. There's someone over there for sure. But,
Oh, did you hear my call? Thank you so much.
You're inside the box? Why are you hiding in here anyway? If we hadn't happened to pass by, you could have...
It's a bit complicated. Can we not talk about that for now?
Whoa, that's terrible. Did someone seriously do that?
No, it was nothing quite that serious.
Just your hat? Huh? Wait, Paimon gets it. Something must have happened to your hair.
Iya, botak tengah biasanya.
Sorry. So that's what happened. Paimon gets... You just need your hat, right?
I think you may have misunderstood me, but it's a soft and brown hat with a bit of a... I think I probably lost it near the entrance elevator. It's
Ini orang
really important.
nyuruh-nyuruh.
We'll be back in
Mending gue dorong kotaknya, gue jatuhin anjir. Gue jatuhin anjing. Oke, gimana? Gue jatuhin, Pak. Nyuruh-nyuruh.
anything here. Let's go
Udah.
somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this... Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat. That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it should have meant... Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop? If memory serves, they got all kinds of stuff in there. Huh? How did you know what Paimon was thinking? Oh, this is bad. Nothing... Well, either way...
Pakai kupon gua kah?
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just... Now, just wait a sec. Oh, you must be the legendary
No!
Legendary.
Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion.
Sorry, I never... I hope you find it in your magnanimous heart.
There's no...
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have... We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made... And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you. Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate... After all, I also only joined up here because I'd... And no, I've only caught scant sight of it. I mean, we've all got agendas, but...
Oh, so now you're trying to...
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and... Oh, enough of that. Is there something... No problem. Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs...
Wait, but that's... You don't...
Well, it's not
Baca
like I'm
Paimon.
getting paid to watch this sh... Life's been pretty good recently,
Bagus
so...
nih orang nih, mau
I
transfer
might
gue
as well...
anjing.
Alright, Paimon will take a look.
Are you sure you don't want more? These are but two...
It's alright, 2 will do. It just doesn't feel the same. But anyway, we don't... Thank you so much.
No problem.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes that guy in the box hasn't passed out from lack of air.
MJ. Di atas.
You did? Oh!
Wait, so you're not actually bald?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair. Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your...
Ah, I see. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Wriothesley! It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if you're... I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here. As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat? Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
What is this blood?
Although most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones, the Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the coupon cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
All right then, please follow me.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so
I'll pass on the food.
Then Paimon will also pass.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to eat.
2 bottles coming right up.
Our first meeting took place on short notice, and we were both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but...
Whoa. That'd be quite the story.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the strength to make it. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first place.
Paimon, that guy we talked to earlier was...
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration? So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms. Some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, so what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
Kinda.
I'm perfectly aware. I would very much like to maintain...
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box. They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using the...
Got it. Leave the box...
Yes, Your Grace.
Sorry, I'd almost completely forgotten about this.
She mentioned something about contraband.
Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly. Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. Now, what do we have here?
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box...
Yep.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well? Paimon will be your vault keeper.
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you...
Really? You'll let Paimon pick anything? No takebacks. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for...
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants... this one. Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon... There's something weird about this gem. Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain.
Is that so? Let me give it a try. Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
Oh, oh.
Are you sure? I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
Gimana nih?
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw...
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its...
Then... Actually, never mind. Paimon...
You do have a point. And that seems like we're almost done with our
Dia mau
drinks too.
bener-bener boneka
Let's go
ini.
check out the society's gather. I can introduce you and we can...
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy.
Aduh. Yo, give me some food.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. Are these your two...
Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dugier, the head of the Beret Society. Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything, but that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone thus, it was with your help that...
Oh, so you were also involved with this, right?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure, and I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. But the Society is a great place.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Our operations are entirely funded by members.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirror? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed... If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become... And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat...
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please, wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around, too, if you want to learn more about us.
Oh, right. What happened to your...
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I... kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of
Why does Paimon feel
Buset,
like he
tuh tubuh
didn't
banyak
answer the
cakaran
question?
banget, anjing.
Yeah, they're
Lawan-
supposed to be
lawan
like
apaan?
the model prisoners, right? So this is...
Wis lawan apaan tuh? Blood.
Welcome to our gathering place. Is the
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Kau bicara seperti pemandu wisatawan lu sendiri ya?
well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job. I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room.
Oh,
These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use them.
Wow, that's...
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life.
Yep, and that's exactly why, Mr. Douche, we all think we...
Take it easy.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my... Ha! That's how I pump myself up every day. With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs. Why don't you also give it a try?
Paimon's...
Feeling shy? Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all...
Hey!
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke. We've got some classics. Most of them are writing diaries or some quit drink. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground...
Ah, it's because you all have a...
Not only that, but with how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though. You never know what you... And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's...
So, this is some...
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone... And that's it. I just finished
Don't worry, we will...
kenapa jadi ini semua?
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Wriothesley... Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Ormas.
Of
anjing.
course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place? Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the Society.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty something anyone expected you to get a society going here of all
Vegas.
places.
So it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and...
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for... Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could not come, and I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find them.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fun.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, it would just be...
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing a...
Oh, I almost never need them.
Hey, isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did... What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my... I'm sorry, but...
He's still as weird as before.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that, as far as I recall. After all, it's my responsibility as the...
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked? Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but when emotions run high, things are... Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times. Oops.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Yes, right away.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like...
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to...
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I...
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit. Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans.
Well, what's your opinion of the society?
Paimon thinks it's pretty Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along... There's only one potential problem. If the society does too
But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by... I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too. As expected, you also picked up. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now, confrontation may no longer be avoidable. Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dugier should, and with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very...
Can't you just tell us exactly...
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain... It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at opera. I'll explain everything to you later. Find out what you can...
Yang gua mainin nih, quest. Semua quest di Fountain semuanya bertema detektif semuanya.
It's just as right. You said you felt there was something off about this place. Paimon will do her best to help.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we...
Oh, okay.
Nobody? It's okay. There's no need to be... We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
No need. We're just looking for something. We can look around for...
Hey, what happened, man?
Hey, hello?
Hello? How can I help you? The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and...
You don't know...
sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just...
Hey!
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I ate something earlier, so I'm
Kapan anjir?
falling into a bit. You're looking for something?
Kapan lu makan? Woman.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but...
sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Oh, you're back.
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
That would prove the dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the get. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we...
And that's precisely why I took...
Oh, so the one who's... It was you all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states. Not too long. Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels...
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just... Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people... And I've always striven to appear fair.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example. And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip...
Alright, so you're saying Dugier has figured... And even though the members are acting all optimistic...
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his member... I have some faith, though. The line has been set. And it's quite likely...
Fish?
Let's give them some time. Mike, you can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to... It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the wealth?
Let's just get straight to the point.
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind. Why didn't anyone come to...
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid...
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without... It'd be one thing if it was just one or two. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just would... Yes, something like that. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought... But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his... That likely set his internal... Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only... If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide. So after giving the matter some thought, I must say I was pretty satisfied.
Ah, so you...
Yes, that's right. Of course, I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before. Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people... And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to
You used us as a part of your plan too!
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot, but I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me. Would you be willing to lend me your...
But Paimon's still mad at you!
You have my thanks. Now, there are still 2 outstanding matters in our investigation. I've examined one before. The other is the true purpose of the Black Gem. It's my hope that I'll put some music on while we wait.
Kenapa kocak banget nih orang ini? Mau turu coba. Semuanya turu cuy. GG. Oh nggak nyadar.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Please, do.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These 2 are the guests that came with you to our gathering. Yes, my lover Faisal told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try.
You mean when we saw him at...
Yes, he fled immediately. But many members are hot on. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain now that he's lost Dugier's trust.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace. Every secret may be found.
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be better.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all...
Like, we believe you.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace...
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses.
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else you...
It's all right, Elise. As long as you tell me what, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you.
Your Grace! Forget it. I'll keep my...
I'm sorry, Your Grace.
But what?
In that case, Avis and I will be off. Once again, please accept my...
Miss Avis, please show me your head. There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me, the Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the Fortress of Meripede. But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avis. Let's head back.
Oh shit.
Just what's up with that? We should have shown him.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their error. He must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so... The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me. The true secret of the Society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like that.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either.
Apa nih? Komunitas beret, bagian kepala Avis, perilaku Dogera. Coba ini.
The hats are definitely being used to
Kirim
I need
kesimpulan.
to think about this a bit.
Ini.
But if there's not...
Kepala. Apa? Dimana Avis menyembunyikan rahasianya bagian kepala, perilaku Dogera. Jepitan rambut yang hilang.
I have an idea, but
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
you mean this thing? So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier. That would mean that Avis didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look. I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow.
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What a...
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark... And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced. Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair.
So, was the hat meant to...
That might not even be all. We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Take it easy.
Wah, ada kepung. Kenapa nih?
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody. They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had... We decided to forestall their plan, and we're just about to send the word when you unexpectedly...
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all...
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Ooh! Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away from...
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable... Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here! Have a look at this! This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up. Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote...
Take it easy.
Look at what I found. This is a surveillance port. With this, Dugier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's... So even if Dugier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instruction. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, Dugier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. The lime scale, the layers of dust. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't—
Oh.
They're gone? That could only mean...
Indeed. As long as he allowed— Meanwhile, this marvelous gap— So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate— And only the most docile and well-trained—
But then, where can we...
Let me think. Dugier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fort— He must be in Dugier's pocket. I'm of the same mind.
Pergi ke zona produksi.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind. Let's keep heading down. There are some— We should be on the right track. Now we— Let's go. We can take this—
Pergi ke zona bersama Wriothesley. Wow, boom, clap. Kegiat.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some Society members too!
After them!
It's Wriothesley.
Wait.
Did Dugier send you? Why did—
Come on! It's time...
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it—
Mr. Dugier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Yes, it's just down this way.
Guards, take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we find out what—
There's so much space down here!
Yeah, these are all former work areas. There are usually guards on patrol here. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of—
Oh, boom, clap that. Banyak juga.
A moment, please. Gather! I will have order! This could get a little chilly.
Everyone hold hands! Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here?
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as a— Seems like he's prepared for an—
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal. 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food. I see.
But that's just cruel.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process, to avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision, and never...
No, your decision was that the human heart, those who use fear to lead others astray, must pay for that crime.
Gila, borgolnya customized tuh. Puzzle.
If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked. Rather than confront Dujier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue his... You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have... Forget it. Pirate's just gonna...
Jangan perangkat di hadapan.
Whoa! It's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go!
Selidiki. Selidiki. Lumayan. Boy, seriusan.
Solidify!
Salah.
Away now. This is order. Gather. Have a seat.
Yeah. I see everything. Busted. Cross over. Go.
Let's begin.
It's so high. We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of...
Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Stay cool and face your guilt. These should be the prisons. Lots of empty cells in here.
Gila, ini penjara apaan ini?
Dugier's.
Let's still rescue the ones who...
Ini mah penjara super kriminal anjir.
Hey, it's alright.
No, I won't try to leave any so close to me.
No, we're not gonna do that.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her.
Itu yang kan apa tuh?
The door's open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you... Let's go back. We have unfinished that mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also... Don't forget to bring...
Ini apa nih?
This seems to be...
This is a surveillance terminal. The information collected by the surveillance port, I'm sure Dugier really enjoyed.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Anjing, banyak banget.
I must confess to being furious. Remember their names. Fasal and Avi. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray. Go on, Avis. Pierce his... Of course. You will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Fasal, I'm sorry.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that...
Oh, Wriothesley. I knew you would. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing... Look at your people. Are they not
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like... Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be? And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen the fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give, they may have made mistakes, but they are still... And most importantly, they should... But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've all...
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Wriothesley. Well, I think you're too young. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey. Had you been just one step slower, I would have... Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these...
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control.
Ih, si bangke. Anjir. Gak tahu apa dia nggak ngulik dulu informasi anjing. Usah kayak sok tua bro. Old man bro. Cari dulu informasi bro. Pengembaraan nih MC anjay. Ngebebasin Inazuma. Ngurusin apa Sumeru. Terus ngurusin permasalahan Liyue. Ngobrol sama ketua anjing, setua Zhongli anjay. Aduh. Coba cok lagi. Tuh harusnya itu juga tuh. Gue buka itu tuh. Gue pengen tahu deh. Nah.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
American.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
Lempar.
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind.
Oh, itu yang gue tunggu-tunggu anjir.
You can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress
itu yang gue tunggu-tunggu bangke.
The likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood. Sorry for taking so long.
No, not at all.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt. I could comfort and compensate them all. I have to take responsibility for it. Yeah.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with...
Oh, Dugier? For now, I think I'll...
Huh?
I think it's a very fitting punishment. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both Of course, that's not to say... I'm going to talk to the members of the society.
Paimon didn't know...
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria.
Masa di kantin?
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal.
Oh, lobster.
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. That's not what...
I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you, Chip!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it should, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to it.
You sure got everything taken care of, Wriothesley.
Sandwich?
I try my best.
Ayam.
After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead.
Oh, roti ding.
Ah, that's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with... I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually... They were perfect parents.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, all children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, I was also not the first to find out about the truth. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to say they did all of that. but never considered how but I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Ah.
My methods were extreme, yes, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't. My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. The least I can do is to make sure that the same
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a visa.
It was all because you arrived.
We came here on impulse today, because we were—
Please, go on right ahead.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avis.
You're getting married?
No
Yeah,
fucking
we met each other through the
way.
society and both fell into Dugier's. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed, and after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the...
You could say we managed to make the bet, but we're still both prisoners. And we also aren't sure if the fortress is the... So we are just wondering.
No.
You're right in that the fortress has never
No.
hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll
Why?
help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special
Why?
shipped in from the surface, just...
We are actually also...
Kenapa tiba-tiba ada romance?
We've already made and we have full
Bangke.
confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm.
Your trust is the highest...
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Tavati?
Yeah, I'll always take a genuine expression.
Why?